Tonight, this is our Saturday night stream. If you don't know, Intrigue Gaming, Radical Reggie and I, we stream every Saturday night. It might be on my channel, it might be on John's channel, it might be on Radical Reggie's channel. But tonight it's on my channel, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Before we play games every week, I decided, you know what? We're gonna just throw a topic out there. We're gonna talk about it because sometimes we get off our streams and we are still on Discord for another 2 hours just talking about video games. And it's like, because we're playing video games, you guys sometimes miss the talks that we hit. And it's very cool. So I thought, man, we should be recording these and making videos of them. Usually it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. We're like, yeah, man, that game's awesome. Oh, that's good. And we're like falling asleep. We're so tired, right? So it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Someone said, thank God Joel's streaming again. Now, you guys don't know what topic I'm bringing, do you?
No, not a clue.
And if you guys don't know, please subscribe to their channels. And we want to know your comments on this topic as well, because it's something that just came up recently. And the topic is, are collector's editions becoming too expensive? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this all stems from, and let me switch over to my window here, a collector's edition that just dropped this week. Some of you guys know it's a $14 game. Not only is it a $14 game, guys.
What?
It is a, what is it, 10, 11-year-old game.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about here, you can see on my window, we're talking about Scott Pilgrim versus the World limited run games, $399. $399 for a collector's edition. Okay. To me, I love Scott Pilgrim. Okay. I'm friends with the director of the movie. I have actually, I went to the premiere. I have quite a big connection to Scott Pilgrim, right? I still wouldn't pay $399 for this thing. You know?
Yeah.
I'm
looking at it right now, and you get a lot of stuff with it, but
but it's all just stuff. It's just like
shirts and badges and stickers, probably.
It's cool, but I could
is that a record player that comes with it? A functional record player?
It's a vinyl. No, that's just a little stand thing, right?
Oh, that's lame. I mean, if it was functional, maybe.
You know, and you can buy all these things separately. That's the other thing. So Down Phoenix brings something up in the chat here. He says Dying Light had a $386,000 collector's edition with a quantity of 1. Now that's expensive.
Was it was Dying Light a Kickstarter? Some Kickstarters do stuff like that. You know, if you're the top Patreon for the Kickstarter, you get your name in the game, or you're the final boss enemy, or whatever it may be. That's pretty cool. That's something that lives on, I think.
Right.
If I was rich enough, maybe I'd do something like that. But
so so I was like, man, are they getting more expensive? And then I went and looked. So in the past, I went into the past and said, what other one? So if we go back here onto the screen, look at some of these in the past that we've had. Now this collector's edition, Middle Earth, Shadows of War. When that came out, it says it was $300. This is 2018. So nothing's changed. Assassin's Creed, this bundle right here on GameStop, $799, $800. $800. You get a statue. I guess what Kid Shuriken said really is right. It's subjective. Is it expensive? Is subjective to the person. How about this Resident Evil 6 Premier Jacket Edition?
God!
You remember? You get
and when the Resident Evil, even the later ones, there was crazy $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah, this is a $1,300 one, right?
Wow.
Okay, so Grid 2, I want to say Grid 2, right? This one is about $188,700.
What? Did you get a race car?
You get a little race car with it. Okay, so
I hope it's a real race car that you could race.
it's just
not
a
like
model.
just
It doesn't work.
Oh my!
I'm kidding.
Still,
Oh,
that's
here's the
insane.
one. Here's the one that Down Phoenix was talking about. Dying Light, $386,000 collector's edition. Oh, you remember the Resident Evil 7? Resident Evil 7 had, like, you got the
How
house.
did I not know all this? I guess it just.
At first, it didn't even come with the game.
Oh my gosh, 7. Holy cow. Okay, so here's the mother of them all. Saints Row, right? For $1 million limited edition, only to one copy. I don't know if you get $1 million with that copy. Why is that so expensive? That is crazy.
Yeah, it's like, it would be interesting to see in 20 years what these collector's editions are worth, or if anyone's selling them, or if they're just scrap.
Here's Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls 3 Prestige Edition cost $800. Came with the statue. Right now you can buy this Destroy All Humans for $3.99 at Best Buy. This is kind of interesting because you get a backpack, an alien backpack. It's like Yoda.
Just
You roll around with Yoda.
trying to hold you back, hold you down, man.
You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Is $399? Is that too much?
John, you want to start?
It's too much for me, but I mean, they wouldn't do it if there wasn't a market for it. I would hope. I mean, if they are, then it's just bad business decision. But I guarantee that sells out. And who knows? Maybe those people that bought it are just because they love the movie that much and the game that much, or maybe they're just people that are buying it to maybe try to flip it in the future and looking at it more as an investment rather than something they're attached to. So I don't know. For me personally, I wouldn't buy it even if I was trying to flip it down the road, because it's just taking up my space, you know?
Right.
It's way too much for me. I'll stick with the $15 digital version.
And I'm not saying, like, if that's what you're into, I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. Are they getting out of hand? Are they getting too expensive? Are they kind of taking advantage of collectors? You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
and you have to think too, all the stimulus money also. A lot of companies I've noticed this week are advertising, you know, I'll get emails from Best Buy, 65-inch TVs, $200 off, you know. So all the companies are really reaching out. They wanted their share of that extra money also.
Kid Shuriken says too expensive is subjective. And it's true. It's 100% true.
Here's the thing. So these collector's editions, they're not as well made as they used to be, like from like older games, I would say. You know, I feel like you got your money's worth out of some older stuff. Like look at an example like Lunar, the Eternal Blue or something like that, or games like that. I feel like a lot of these collector's editions today are kind of cheaply made, and they're asking for more money. Now they're targeting the collector that wants to kind of like fill in their collection. You know, they like to have a collection of games, and that kind of item kind of fills in their game room or whatnot, or wherever they want to put it at. And Scott Pilgrim, for an example, is a sought after series because they've been trying to get them to bring it back ever since it got delisted from the PlayStation Store.
Right.
So there is a market for it for certain games, but not. As far as that collection edition, I think that's too much, man. That's way too much, and I think it's just not worth the money. I'll just say that. But they are targeting.
Go ahead.
Collectors, so they do sell out. So
I wonder. Yeah, I just wonder if it's.
But then again,
I mean, they wouldn't do it if they didn't think they were gonna make money. And the only time they'll stop
here's the thing, though,
is when they don't. So if there's enough people out there that want that, how many does it say? How many quantity there is of that? Is it super?
I don't think so, but I tell you this: they sell out, but then you'll see them all over eBay for sale too. So
yeah,
you never really know.
But you see, like
the flippers.
We've also got, at least there's a ton of stuff in the Scott Pilgrim. You know, if you collect the Brian Lee O'Malley comics and you're like that into it, dude, this is right up your alley, right? That's for you, I think. And I think that's a good collector's edition. But like, I've also been burnt I really like what you said, they're not as good as they used to be. That Ys Origin, are you kidding me? That limited run Ys Origin for PS4, not the Switch, because then they upped their game. Pissed me off. So like, but the PS4 version, I opened it and I was just like, dude, I'm heartbroken here.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and what's funny about the PS4, here's something funny that me and Reggie stumbled on last night. The Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game for the PS4, everyone who was streaming it, it was laggy, it was horrible.
Yeah,
They
trying to
couldn't
stream it
even play
online with
co-op
a friend.
online.
Yeah, I was trying to play online with a friend, and it was just a hot mess.
And Reggie and I jumped on the PS3, got online, ran like butter. No,
I got a text
hiccups.
at 1:30 in the morning. I was asleep. He said, "You want to play Scott Pilgrim?" I was like, I was past that.
No hiccups, no nothing. And then our boy Cag hooked us up with the PS4 version. We all got on, and oh my gosh, it's a mess. It was a mess.
How did they mess that up? It's like, okay, we landed on the moon in the 60s and we can't do it now because we don't have, it's like the same thing over again. It's like, what is going on in the world?
Holy
like
smokes.
you can't get the online right that you had right on the PS3.
So I mean, let me ask you guys this. What's your limit? What's the price limit
For collectors?
For a collector's edition? And then we'll get to some questions from the chat.
To be honest, for me, it'll probably be around $100, and that's for a good one. And I'll give you an example of a good one. I think was one of the best ones I've seen in a long time, and that's Ys 8 Collector's Edition. Lacrimosa of Dana, or Dana, whatever you want to call her. That one was awesome, and I felt like I got my money's worth with that one. I was happy with everything that was in that package, and it's awesome. But that's as far as I'll go with a Collector's Edition, though. I mean,
I agree. I'm the same area. $100 is the most I would go. I have the Ultra Core Collector's Edition. That was pretty nice packaging. I ended up getting the God of War Collector's Edition, the big box one that was going for $200 at GameStop, day one. I got it on sale a year later for $60, still brand new. So
and you bring up a
sometimes I'll
good
get
point.
Collector's Editions on sale.
When collector's editions don't sell, they drop like crazy.
Yeah.
And imagine if you spent $200 and some dollars. Because I bought that God of War and sent it to Jimmy from Lots of Games, but I think I bought it for like $40 or something. Yeah. So like,
I got Wolfenstein 2 for $20. It comes with like a G.I. Joe doll and
another one
steelbook and all that.
recently was the Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, or I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
That collector's edition, I forgot how much it was when it came out, but I got mine for $30.
That was $200. I pre-ordered that. Right?
It was $200. Okay.
Yeah.
What about? See, I got that Nino Kuni 2 collector's edition, way in the back.
Another one, $30.
Yeah, that one
was 200 and what? $250. I want.
And that's the big one. I have the big box, but not the the collector's edition.
It seems like the majority of the chat says they would pay $75, $100, $150 is kind of the norm.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I think I'm around there too, unless it's Ys. Ys, I would be like, if it's I'd go.
You're not one that would pony up a little more cash for some cool Resident Evil stuff.
Really like
it just depends. Like when I like, okay, so for example, NIS America is what I call them, or NIS America, right?
Yeah.
That Ys 8 Collector's Edition was amazing. It was so well done. It was so good. So I kind of know, the companies that are going to do it right. You know what I mean? So like when I ordered the Ys 9 Collector's Edition, I had no problem dropping that because I know it's gonna be worth it.
I ordered that also, so I'll see. It's my first Ys collector's edition, other than the Celceta one on PS4.
But I do have a limit
with all the extra stuff.
I do have a limit, and I think I reached it when, because I have. If you look up there, I got the Mortal Kombat X Collector's Edition with a Scorpion, and I got the Mortal Kombat. You remember for the PS3, it came with a big controller. It came with.
The one opened up, right?
Yeah, an actual joystick. That's a collector's edition. That's something. That's awesome. But then when they went to 11, this big scorpion mask, and it was like super expensive. Like I'm out. I've reached my limit, man.
Doesn't know. Can't do it anymore. And it takes up so much space. I was just thinking today. I was like, I need to get rid of a lot of these big box items that I have that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just takes a lot of space. I have a closet full of boxes of, I have a problem keeping boxes for everything. Like my Yeti mic, I have the box for it still.
He's got the Trojan box, everything.
Yeah.
He just,
You know what?
Yeah, all those Trojan
This is my
boxes. man.
first
Extra
I
magnet.
just thought of something. The last big collector's edition I bought was back, I think, in 2017, and that was the Horizon Zero Dawn collector's edition. I think that cost around 150, if I remember right, or maybe somewhere close to that. That was the last one I bought, and I really liked that thing. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it didn't come with a soundtrack. I figure if I buy a collector's edition, it's got to come with a soundtrack, at least some music or whatever like that. It didn't come with that, but I'm still happy with it. But I was really pushing myself to buy it though, so yeah.
And you're coming from an old school generation too, Reggie, because like we, you know, when you had those E special editions, those, you know, you had a soundtrack. That was something you looked forward to. But now people are like, CDs, why? I don't.
Yeah, they're like download codes only. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Come on.
So what's the chat saying here, man? Man, there's so many. We got 50 viewers. Thank you guys for being a part of our episode tonight. Like I said, we are changing things up, but it looked like a lot of people are kind of around that same price range. Super Miguel says, I bought Marvel vs. Capcom for $50. It was $250. That's the one you were talking about, Reggie? Or is that a different one?
Yeah, I bought that one day one. I got hosed on that. And you never know either. It's like you can't tell, because that price range seems like they mass produce the collector's editions around the $100 to $200 price range. And sometimes they just don't sell. Like the God of War ones, I guess they didn't sell out, so the price drops dramatically.
What happened with the Marvel one, why it didn't sell well, the game was kind of lackluster, and then they like false advertisement with the gems that came, the gems that came in there.
Yeah, man, I opened that thing and I was like, oh.
They're like eggs or something, like the little Easter eggs you get.
Yeah. But the statues are really nice. The Mega Man and
those are nice, but it's just that I guess everybody was really like about the gauntlet, about the gems. That was the main part.
Yeah, because that movie was coming out at the time.
And Capcom cheaped out. People starting to see like a lot of these collector's editions are kind of cheap and whatnot. So I don't know. But
what do you guys think, chat? Oh, we got a little donation from Miami Sunrise. It says Media Glitch is going to have a great year. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
I need it. We'll let Cyrax dance. Thank you. I apologize. I have no Sexy Saw gifts. I have to redo my whole streaming system because something went bad the other day. But I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. And I hope that Media Glitch has a good year this year because I need it. I need it, man.
You are.
We have 54 people in here, so that's already a good thing, you know. What was I asking the chat a minute ago? I got sidetracked. Did I ask the question? What'd I say?
I don't remember. I don't remember how you worded it, but we pretty much covered it.
There was I asked them a
CAG with one.
Oh, $10 CAG.
Danced again,
I bought the Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate for PS5. It's exclusive to game in Europe because it comes with Sub-Zero mask. Oh, nice.
You just didn't get it.
You put the mask on?
Paid $400
to get
for that.
Imported.
No.
Very nice.
Your own.
That brings up a point. It reminds me, like Metroid, Samus Returns, or the second Metroid that came out on 3DS. There was a European version that you could only get in Europe that had like a steel book and a little Game Boy case and all that. I really wanted to import that one. So what do you guys think about importing collector's editions that you don't get?
Let me ask you something real fast, John. The Aleste collector's edition, do you think that was worth it?
That one, yeah. So I paid $60. I mean, I just love those games. And
no, but the collector's edition, though.
Yeah, I mean, I got the art book. I can't read Japanese though. And
you got the mini Game Gear?
No, I didn't get the mini Game Gear. No, I didn't go all out and get like the.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like this version. No, I just got like the deluxe edition, I guess you could say.
Okay. You saw the collector's edition. Do you think it was like worth it though? Like for everything that came with it, like mini Game Gear. What else? I can't remember, but that was a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, the novelty of having it would be cool. And if you ever want to get rid of it, you're probably going to get your money back. But it's not for me. Not that much.
Okay.
I would probably be happy with it for like a month or two. They'd be like, man, why'd I get this? And then be trying to sell it.
So here's my question to kind of end the topic. What is like someone said, I gotta say this. Remember the Resident Evil chainsaw controller? Of course. That's like
Yeah.
I
Or
would
the,
love to have that. I'm not gonna lie. That would be amazing. That's awesome.
Yes.
But to sum up our episode, or not to sum up, to get towards the end here, what is the collector's edition that you like the most? What is the collector's edition that you like the most, that you're like, you go, yeah, that was worth it, this is the one I love? What is that for you, John?
I'm just looking at my collection right now, that like my current gen stuff that's in my living room here. I like the Octopath Traveler. I got that collector's edition. That was a $100 item when it first came out. That's 3 years ago now. It came with a nice little diorama, music, art book. It had a little bit of everything. It had like a token. It just sort of things that like help take your imagination off in the direction of the game, like the story world. So I really enjoyed that. That's just one of them. I got an Ultra Core one I'm happy with. Yeah, I was really excited when that came out to get that one.
What about you, Reggie? And then I'll ask the chat what some of their favorites are.
Man, I gotta go with Ease, Lacrimosa Madonna. I just love that one. That's like my favorite. And I got that 3 years ago. And matter of fact, I even got the Vita one. I liked it so much. I just think that was a true collector's edition, and I loved everything that came with it. I mean, it's just a lot of great stuff for an Ease fan, and they really put their heart and soul into like making sure that was a special package, and you could tell right away. That thing is sold out like crazy. You see it selling online for crazy prices, and people are paying those prices for it because it's a really good collection. So that is probably, I definitely have to choose that as my all-time favorite collector's edition.
Nice.
One of my favorites. I mean, I love the.
Thinking of more I have now too.
I would say Ease 8 too, Lacrimosa de Lana, but you already said that. But I do want to just say it's an amazing collector's edition. But if I think about one that I really loved and that it was kind of a pain to get because of everything that happened with GameStop pre-order stuff, is the Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch collector's edition. That's the one I have in my collection that I love them. I really love that one. You got that book. The book was really well done. It's got that like gem, probably better than the Infinity Stone gems.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It came with a little, I forget the guy's name because it's been so long since I played it. They come with like a little. What are they called? Plushie? Is that the right?
Yeah,
word?
yeah. I know what you're talking about them. Yeah.
But I really liked that one. I also like the Mortal Kombat 9 PlayStation 3 that came with a whole joystick, man.
Yeah.
A Mortal Kombat joystick, and it was only I think $100, right, when it came out. And it was
150.
Was it 150? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, and
I could be wrong though.
And I thought, man, that's worth it. That's worth it, to get a fight stick with the game, with DLC code. I felt like that was awesome.
But real fast, do you guys, does anybody notice how collector's editions seem to be like, as we go on, like more cheaply made? Like you can tell the quality's downgraded on a lot of stuff.
I feel like
yeah, or the prices went up, like for the quality that you get. So 10 years ago, a $200 edition is like getting a $500 edition now. Yeah, I agree.